You did. Thank you. My heart is full. She got through number 1 and number 2. And I didn't even help her. Who else can get through number 1 and 2? So you want to get through what we did? You finished 1 and 2? 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, and 3. What about you? No. Because you got nothing from Friday. Everybody? You didn't write anything from Friday.
Nope.
Oh, but I saw you working on the book. You couldn't find it.
Murray never does his work.
Turns out I have to assign 2 tests right now. Yes. Okay, you want to take it now? There's 2 people about to take it. You want to take it now? Okay, I'll assign it to you too. It's on a Chromebook. No, you guys have to take a paper test actually, but you don't. Because you got but you're going to do it on paper. And then you do it on paper. You found your stuff? Okay. So you wrote down order pairs. Go ahead. All right, Kristen, yours is already going to be in his now. Tapas, you found your stuff from Friday? You found slope? You wrote the points? Okay. Thank you. Yep, I'll take it here. Right. Okay. You are allowed to access the calculator anytime. So if you're thinking, man, I don't know about that decimal, get a calculator out. Alright, I've seen a lot of people get started on this. So excited about that. Alright, so on Friday we discussed in this function notation, this number is the x value, and the number next to the equal sign is the y value. So one ordered pair is negative 2.5, comma negative 5, and the other one is 0, comma negative 4. So you guys have found slope before this, but they're upgrading your comprehension to function notation. Same math, presented differently. So I'm gonna call negative 2.5 negative 5. That's gonna be x1 y1, and the other one 0 negative 4 is x2 y2. And I'm particularly fond of this point because I know that that's another important part of the equation. What's so special about this one? This one is more specialer than this one. Why is this one? Yes, and what's that mean about it? It's the y-intercept. So this one, when I saw it, kind of made me extra happy. I know this is the y-intercept, which is the b value. And I know that because x equals 0. So when you see x equals 0, you should get kind of happy because that's part of the equation you need. And so that's a good helper point. I'm writing in the linear equation. We need b, which apparently we have, and we need slope. So that's why number 2 says find slope. So I'm going to use slope formula. It doesn't say use slope formula to find slope, but that's how we do it, right? So I'm going to wait because I really didn't see that many people actually calculate it. You good? Good answer? I don't know yet. I'm going to have to. Is it a decimal? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a decimal. Christian, have you accessed the test?
Yeah.
Have you found slope? Do you have a calculator? Let's find slope and then go. Okay, so y2, negative 4, minus y1, 0 minus 2.5. Okay, so slope formula, because it's subtraction, always presents these challenges. This is negative 4 minus a negative 5. Minus a negative is really a positive. They cancel each other out. So this is 1 over 2.5. What do you get? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and divide that in a calculator. Because I don't like a decimal in a denominator. Might as well keep going. 0.4. So generally, when you have a decimal in a fraction, just use the divide button in your calculator, get it down to 1 decimal. 0.4. That's 2/5. No, the 1 goes through. And this is a decimal here. Alright, so now we know the m value. Man, if I had to graph that, I'd put it in a fraction form. Does anybody know that in a fraction? What this is, if I wanted to see know the fractions then, like rise over run?
4/10. I mean, yeah, 4/10.
Yeah. Good. Remember. Yes. How do you do it? You use the button? Okay. Okay, remember that this is 4/10. You guys did that a lot in lower grades. 0.4 is the same as 4/10, so if you had to graph it, you might want to see it as a fraction, rise over run. Also, if you go in your calculator, 0.4 second arrow, it'll put it in a reduced fraction. That reduced is 2/5. So 4/10 is how you start. That's a 10, write it as a 10, but you want to use it reduced. So, like, Ramsey, would you have thought? So our slope. Would you have thought? Yeah, it's 2/5. Would you have thought to reduce it from there?
No.
Yeah, that's the other bit. So you thought that perfectly, but remember, like big ideas math, digital math, they want your fractions in simplest form. So the correct mental math process is to think of it as 4/10 and then to reduce it. The correct tool process using your calculator, since everything is calculator allowed, is to know how to do a second arrow to put it in fraction form. So what's your strategy? Are you going to do the mental math? Or are you going to know the calculator buttons? Okay, both would be good. Yeah, both are good. Okay, that's it for Bower. No, I didn't finish number 3. Okay. So the answer then is y equals 0.4x minus 4. But online you might not even see that option. So maybe it's more like 2/5 x minus 4. Or maybe the answer is like select all equivalent, you know? These are the same thing, you know? Who knows when they're gonna ask you to do a select all. All right, let's check the work from Friday. Page 308, 15 to 20. It was a lot. I bet it took you, if you did it, took you over 30 minutes, I bet. If you did it. So I'm going to make sure I give you credit. Front class. Yeah? Yeah, you can. Required necessarily to write all these steps down and things, but this is what's going to help you. So, we're getting into point slope form. Yep, these are the notes for today. New section. So far we've got slope intercept. And then we got our standard form, which is only good for plugging in zeros. And then we got our point slope. And you guys, point slope form, honestly, it's just slope formula written sideways. No, I'm just giving you a heads up about what's happening. Up here is what you want to write. This is just what we're doing. We did this one, and today we're doing this one. So why do you think they would call this point slope? Melena? Yeah. Why would they call it point slope form? Like that's the name of it. Some mathematician was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this and I'm gonna call it point slope form. Why did they call it point slope? Travis? Hi, why did they call it point slope? It shows one point, okay? It shows a point here. There's a point at x1, y1, and what else do you think it shows? It shows a slope. Well, no one ever really lined it up for me like that when I learned it. Like all of these things are named appropriately. It's called point slope because there's a point and a slope. This one's called slope intercept because it has a slope and an intercept. Okay, so they're named to kind of help you understand what information's there. Did you write point slope form now, Bring music to the world. So there's 3 skills we're gonna practice. The first thing we're gonna do is try to make a graph given point slope. So go ahead and write number 1 graph and write the equation. Everyone just wants to hum. Now, for some of you, the notes you took Friday helped you with bell work today. Okay? Tomorrow on bell work, I'm going to say, look at the notes from yesterday and see if your notes will help you. Okay? So, as you're writing this down, understand, I'm going to ask you this tomorrow and wonder if you can go back to this and see if it's helpful. Number 1 bell work tomorrow is write point slope form. Number 2 is given a point and a slope, write the equation. So you need this. You're going to be able to write point slope form now. Oh, are you looking at the book on page 314? Because that's an outline.
Yes.
How are you going to know page 314 is the helper page though? You have to memorize it?
I mean, I'll just like.
Okay. All right. So given point slope form, make a graph. Step. Identify the point. Should have put x1, y1, and then plot. So you write the form right underneath here. It's supposed to be y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay. Sure. Okay, so you're looking at this. X1 is 2. A lot of people are going to write negative 2. Let me go. And Christian, what's the m value shown here? Actually, could you tell me why one you think? It's actually negative 3, but most people will say 3. I know, it's so annoying. Because of the minus sign, like, it would be like I went y minus negative 3, and that makes it look like y plus 3. So, yes, both of their signs are backwards, so maybe I'll make a note. This subtraction means both signs are backwards. Yeah. You just think about it as opposite. That's it. What's the M value right there? What's the slope? Hmm. I have written negative. Oh, yeah, that one's not opposite. Yeah, the slope's not opposite because there's no negative sign there, but the y one and the x one are opposite. Slope is not opposite. So my slope is down 1, right 2, and my ordered pair is 2, -3. Now the instructions were to make a graph. So go on, plot a point, move the slope. That's your graph.
No, you don't do that.
Hey, happy Monday.
Girl.
Oh, really good point. Love your question. I totally understand what you're saying. Okay, so in order to graph, this time you start with 2, -3, and then from there move down 1, right 2. Thank you. So that y value is not a y-intercept. It's no longer on the y-axis. That's what makes this a little different. It's now at 2, -3. From there, we go down 1, right 2.
Come on now. Jeez.
I would love to show you something right now, Winter, because you asked a really good question. Okay, Winter, since you asked that, I'm going to show you B real quick, okay? So if I rewrite this, if I distribute, -1/2 times -2 is actually a +1. Subtract 3. I get y is -1/2 x minus 2. Huh, that's not looking right up there. Okay, let me try that again. Let me try that again. There's something wrong with my graph here, isn't there, people? Where was your y-intercept on your graph, Winter? Did you copy me or did you do it on your own? 1, 2, down 3. Okay, look. Sure enough, there was something wrong with my graph. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this was my 2, -3, down 1 over 2. Now, after I graphed, I see the y-intercept is actually -2. Now, when I rewrote this into slope-intercept form, I can also see that B equals -2.
So like if they give us a question, like what the y-intercept?
You would do all that. Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
No, our third skill today is to go from here to here. So this is something we're doing.
So like when I do like when I do my homework, I don't have to distribute.
Not when it just says graph.
Yeah.
Correct. All right, who's got a question about making a graph from point slope form? You identify the point, you identify the slope. You started the point and you move the slope. We good? You did it or not? Okay, let's do another one. Oh, that's right now. We're doing it right now. Write an equation in point, slope, form, then graph. No, we're not doing that. All right, so this is another type of question you're going to see. It's going to give you a point, and it's going to tell you slope. And they want you, the directions say write an equation in point, slope, form. As soon as you read point, slope, that means you have to start with y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Plug in the point and the m value.
And hush, please. So,
All right, here's our equation. It says the point is 1, -4, and m is -2. So it's going to be y minus -4 equals -2, x minus 1. I plugged in x1, y1, boop and boop, plugged them in, and I also put the m in the m spot. That's it, just plug it in. Plug in. Now every time you have to do minus a negative for credit, you have to rewrite that as addition. So it's really y plus 4 equals -2, x minus 1. That's the answer. That's the point slope form of a line that passes through 1, -3, 1, -4, and has a slope of -2. Now my question is, can you graph it? Plot a point and then move the slope.
it's because you put too much. Every day. What? So sticky and so burning. What? What is he talking about right
All right, so I'm gonna plot the point. 1, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna move down 2, right 1. And I have to go both ways. How'd that go? Did anybody try to make it?
Exactly.
Okay, that's it for today. Start your assignment. You have 7 minutes to do this assignment. God's time. Sorry, here we go. Page 319, number 1 through 6, and 13 through 16. I'll give you an assignment for early finishers.